Okay, map 2.
Ooh, Blue Storm.
Yeah, okay.
Now, this was the only map we thought that maybe Light would try to do a proxy.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility on this map to. Well, the thing is, you can even 8 racks like in your base and rush reasonably easy because the Marines and SCVs can fit through those little holes. So it's definitely a possibility. It's definitely a possibility for Jaedong to do a quick pool here, especially if Light is in the top right, because there's no good wall there. So there's a lot of different things. As soon as I see the scout or the spawning positions, we can go really in depth as to what their options are.
All right, game 2 is ready. Again, Blue Storm, a tricky map as far as defense goes. There's a lot of sneaky stuff Zerg can do early on. Will Jaedong do it?
Map too.
Is that too obvious, though, you know? That's the question. All right, let's go to game 2. Jaedong versus Light. Okay, so we have Light at the bottom left. We have Jaedong in the upper right.
Okay, so the bottom left is incredibly superior for Terran to the top right. It is not even close. You have a free 2-building Ling-tight wall in that you can do, which basically means, 1, Zerg cannot rush you. 2, you can do any build order that you want, and you're safe. Like, you can go for a 1-1-1, you can go... Hell, you could go 1 base 2-port Wraith. You can just go, you can go for an 8 racks. It's completely safe defensively.
That's more factors that the Zerg has to be ready for, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you have another spot, because you can't have that tight, clean wall. Actually, Artosis, let's expand on this because you're right on what you said. But if people don't know, why?
So the reason why this is because Marines pop out of the bottom left of the barracks.
And this sounds like it wouldn't be that important, guys.
Yeah.
It is huge.
So, for instance, where you see that depot, he will simply make the barracks below it. And the thing is, some people like the Ling-tight wall. Some people like to make it so that it has a hole so they don't have to lift it off at all. He can do either one here, right? He has that option. But at the top right, you just don't have options. Basically, if you build a wall, your Marines pop out outside the wall, so Zerglings will just destroy.
Yes. So you can be rushed very easily and just lose the game. So... we have that SCV moving out now on the map. Interesting path. He actually.
Yeah.
Whoa! What is
some
happening?
Really good observing.
I actually think something happened to our observer's keyboard for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. The SCV did go all the way to the bottom right, though. He's going to try to sneak into the main now.
Oh, you know what? He's going to proxy a factory. He's going to try to get him with Vulture Stasis.
Word. Okay, this is smart. I love this.
And the speed with which he hid this factory. Like, even if Jaedong sniffs out that this is a 1-1-1, his sunken, because he's good, probably won't be finished when the first Vulture gets there.
And that's because a good Zerg player has that sunken colony finish at the last possible second so you can get more drones and everything else.
But you have to have a sunken against factory play.
Now, here's the funny thing. One Vulture can actually end the game.
Yes, one Vulture can kill everything.
Perfectly, you can absolutely kill everything.
You can kill Infinity Slowlings and drones. Now, this place that he's placing it, you can float it in. I don't think he will. Because if you float it in and they get a drone under it, you're like, oh. Okay, I guess I'm
let's go
in
to
trouble
game 3,
now.
guys. Sorry about that. I just wanted to try something.
But obviously, if you float it in and it lands, you're like, oh, okay. I guess that's pretty good. But then you can do little things like make a wall of Zerglings around where the Vulture pops out and just surround it. Then you have to lift it again, and then they can block it. A lot of complicated things. So even though that looks like it might be a floating in location, I don't think that's what we'll see.
Well, I think what he actually would do, Artos, is he'd make Vultures try to run in and then float it after the sunken colony's done.
Yeah, it could be. Could be. By the way, Jaedong is going 2-hatch, or no, he's not. Never mind. Sorry, he has a 3rd hatch. I was going to say 2-hatch is not bad here, but against 1-1-1, 2-hatch is bad. Like you're basically all in at that point.
Okay, Vulture's on the way now.
Yeah. Jaedong going to be in some trouble.
He's going to be in trouble town.
Yeah.
My
See,
friend.
he's about to start his creep colony right now. This Vulture is going to be able to get in.
So you can see the Overlord is over here surveying. Oh my God, he's going to double port. This is actually one of the oldest builds in the entire game that's still viable.
Yeah, it's actually much better now than it ever was.
Complete with the Vulture, by the way. This proxied Vulture. This is what people used to do at like 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock on Lost Temple.
Oh, that was some sick micro there. And the thing is, he has to run past the drones because the Sunken will kill the Vulture really fast.
Yeah.
But so the Vulture 3 shots drones. If you have 2 Vultures that shoot at the same time, you can kill a drone, but it gets an instant point of healing. So it takes a little bit to kill the drones, but you will kill them.
So you got to keep in mind, guys, this is all going to come down to whether or not this Vulture's killed. Now, Jaedong's controlling really well. By the way, you use the P key to attack with the Vulture, right? So the Patrol key, if you use that instead of the A key, it attacks a little bit quicker. It's a little bit more responsive. It's just one of the weird things about the game. So while the Zerg is trying to juggle fighting off these Vultures, good surround there, while the Zerg is trying to get rid of these Vultures, the Wraiths start to come in. They can kill Overlords, they can kill drones.
Yeah, and Jaedong has absolutely nothing. He does not have an Evolution Chamber to attempt to make a Spore.
Right.
He doesn't have a Hydralisk Den. Obviously, he doesn't have a Spire.
Oh, I love the placement of the factory, dude. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It actually pops out on a little ridge where it can't be surrounded.
Okay, so you need... you probably want to bring up a couple more SCVs here just to be 100% safe. Because this is the only thing Jaedong can do to win at this point.
I don't think he's going to break that. Yeah, there's 2 more SCVs coming up. He's going to trade.
Yeah, he needs a couple more SCVs even, maybe, just to be... Like, this is a situation where, like, if Jaedong doesn't break this, he's going to GG.
There it is.
Yeah.
Artos has called it. Beautifully done by Light. He's proven that he really can win in a technical fashion.